Have you ever wondered if there's hidden knowledge that could unlock the secrets of our existence? What if I told you that a gospel, long banished from the biblical canon, reveals profound truths about our reality? Truths so powerful they could shatter everything we think we know. Imagine a world where the concept of sin doesn't exist, and a woman, Mary Magdalene, was the true leader of Jesus' followers. This ancient text, nearly lost to time, holds the key to escaping the constraints of the material world. Today, we delve into the forbidden teachings of the Gospel of Mary Magdalene, a text that challenges the very foundations of religious authority and invites us to rethink our spiritual journey. The early church made a significant decision to exclude this gospel from its teachings, fearing the implications of its messages. Why? Because its insights threaten to dismantle the power structures that have dominated spiritual discourse for centuries. As we explore this captivating narrative, you will find yourself questioning the status quo, embarking on a transformative adventure that could change your perspective on existence forever. The Gospel of Mary Magdalene is not just a religious text, it's a beacon of hidden wisdom that illuminates our understanding of the world. The teachings within reveal that our reality is far more intricate than we have been led to believe. This is not merely a discussion about spirituality. It's an exploration of consciousness, knowledge, and our interconnectedness with the universe. In her book, The Three Waves of Volunteers and the New Earth, Dolores Cannon introduces the idea that specific souls, referred to as volunteers, have incarnated on Earth with the mission of elevating humanity's consciousness. These individuals are believed to have a deeper purpose tied to the themes of reincarnation and spiritual awakening. Cannon's insights align beautifully with the messages found in the Gospel of Mary Magdalene, suggesting a profound connection between ancient teachings and modern understandings of consciousness. Let's take a step back to the late 19th century, a time when archaeology was beginning to unearth the hidden truths of the ancient world. In the desert sands of Egypt, specifically the ancient city of Oxyrhynchus, an incredibly pivotal discovery was made by a German scholar named Karl Reinhard. During extensive excavations, he stumbled upon something that would forever change our perspective on early Christian history: fragments of a long-lost manuscript. This discovery was more than a routine archaeological find. It was the Gospel of Mary Magdalene, a text that had been suppressed and nearly forgotten for centuries. These were not just ordinary manuscripts buried in the dust of history. The words contained within them had the potential to revolutionize everything we thought we knew about spirituality and existence itself. As scholars carefully began to study and reconstruct the fragmented pieces, what emerged was a narrative so powerful that it stood in stark contrast to the established doctrines of the early Christian church. Each fragment revealed profound teachings, shedding light on hidden spiritual knowledge that had been denied to the masses for generations. The revelation that Mary Magdalene had played a central role in spreading these transformative teachings was nothing short of groundbreaking. This was more than just a historical text. It was a testament to a different spiritual path that had been intentionally buried by those in power. The teachings found within this gospel were considered so revolutionary, so subversive, that they posed an undeniable threat to the church's established authority and its ability to control the spiritual lives of its followers. At a time when the church sought to cement its power by dictating the very nature of salvation, faith, and the path to spiritual enlightenment, the Gospel of Mary Magdalene offered a radically different perspective. Instead of salvation being granted through obedience to church teachings and the rigid structures of dogma, this gospel proclaimed that true salvation lies in personal knowledge and spiritual understanding. It was an invitation to seek enlightenment from within, rather than relying on external authority. This shift in thinking represented a profound challenge to the foundations of religious control. If individuals could attain salvation through inner wisdom and direct spiritual experience, the church's role as the gatekeeper of salvation would diminish, potentially unraveling the hierarchical power structures that had dominated religious discourse for centuries. Such a notion was nothing short of dangerous to those who wielded authority. As a result, the Church sought to suppress these teachings, fearing that they could empower individuals to break free from its grasp. This revolutionary idea of personal spiritual liberation was seen as such a threat that the Gospel of Mary Magdalene was almost entirely erased from history, its sacred text nearly obliterated in an effort to preserve the Church's dominance over the faithful. In this Gospel, Mary Magdalene embodies a pivotal role, often portrayed as the most enlightened of Jesus' disciples. She possesses a profound understanding of his teachings and is entrusted with the secret knowledge that could transform lives. This depiction challenges the traditional narratives dominated by male apostles and highlights a significant shift in how we view spiritual leadership. Mary's insights illuminate the idea that spiritual awakening is not contingent upon gender or hierarchy. Rather, it is rooted in personal understanding and experience. As we reflect on the profound wisdom Mary Magdalene embodied, it's clear that true transformation comes from understanding deeper truths. Speaking of transformation, imagine harnessing this power in your everyday life. PhD neuroscientists have discovered a fascinating 7-second Tesla ritual that could help you attract abundance and wealth effortlessly. This method taps into the same kind of hidden knowledge that can change lives. Don't miss out on this unique opportunity. Check the link in the first pinned comment below to learn more before it's gone. Now let's get back into the exploration. One of the most striking aspects of the Gospel of Mary is its radical assertion that sin does not exist. Imagine the implications of such a claim, especially during a time when the Church wielded sin as a powerful tool to control its followers. This text reveals that the concept of sin is a construct designed to instill fear and guilt, preventing individuals from realizing their true nature. Instead of viewing ourselves as inherently flawed, the Gospel encourages us to recognize that ignorance of our spiritual essence is what leads to suffering. In a world that often seems chaotic and overwhelming, the teachings of the Gospel of Mary provide a sense of empowerment. They remind us that beneath the surface of our experiences lies a deeper connection to everything around us. This understanding can help us transcend the illusions that keep us trapped in cycles of fear and confusion. What if the material world, as we perceive it, is merely a transient illusion, masking the true reality that exists beyond our senses? Interestingly, this concept parallels discoveries in modern science, particularly in the realm of quantum mechanics. Scientists have begun to explore the idea that, at its core, reality is not composed of solid matter, but is instead a dynamic interplay of energy and vibrations. Pioneers like Max Planck, the father of quantum theory, have suggested that all matter exists due to a fundamental force, implying that our understanding of reality is far from complete. The synchronicity between ancient wisdom and contemporary scientific findings is striking. Both realms point toward a hidden truth that transcends our everyday experiences. They imply that the material world is not the ultimate reality. Instead, there exists a greater interconnectedness that unites all things. The Gospel of Mary Magdalene serves as a guiding map, showing us how to navigate this complex landscape and connect with our true essence. Within the early Church, a rigid hierarchy prevailed, often marginalizing women and denying them positions of authority. The Gospel of Mary disrupts this narrative by positioning Mary Magdalene as a central figure in understanding Jesus' teachings. According to the Gospel, it was Mary who possessed the insights necessary to guide the disciples after Jesus' departure. This portrayal of Mary challenges not only the Church's patriarchal structure, but also encourages a revaluation of spiritual authority in general. The dynamics between Mary and the male disciples, particularly Peter, are revealing. When Mary shares her insights, Peter struggles to accept her leadership, reflecting the societal attitudes of the time that dismissed women's spiritual authority. However, Mary's unwavering confidence and the support of another disciple, Levi, demonstrate that true wisdom knows no gender. Levi's defense of Mary serves as a powerful reminder that spiritual knowledge is accessible to everyone, irrespective of their gender or social standing. This gospel's core message emphasizes that salvation is a personal journey, not reliant on the intermediaries of the church. It asserts that each individual possesses the power to uncover their own spiritual truths, free from the constraints of established authority. This radical notion directly challenges the church's manipulation of belief systems, which often instilled fear and obedience rather than genuine spiritual growth. Over the centuries, the church has used the idea of sin to keep individuals subservient, perpetuating a narrative that emphasizes guilt and fear. The Gospel of Mary Magdalene disrupts this pattern, inviting individuals to take responsibility for their spiritual journey. It teaches that we are not born sinful, but rather that ignorance of our true nature leads to suffering. This perspective is liberating, shifting the focus from punishment to empowerment. The gospel also addresses the treatment of women within the church, highlighting how Mary's contributions were overlooked due to prevailing patriarchal attitudes. As she shares the wisdom imparted to her by Jesus, the resistance she faces from Peter symbolizes the broader struggle for recognition that many women have encountered throughout history. Yet Mary stands firm in her understanding, illustrating that true spiritual authority comes from knowledge, not hierarchy. As we consider these teachings, it's crucial to recognize how they resonate with contemporary critiques of organized religion. Many people are beginning to question the traditional doctrines that have been passed down through generations, recognizing the ways in which these teachings have been used to instill fear and maintain control. The Gospel of Mary Magdalene speaks directly to those seeking a more personal, authentic connection to the divine, free from the constraints of dogma. This invitation to explore spirituality on our own terms is more relevant today than ever. It urges us to rethink our beliefs and consider the possibility that spiritual wisdom is not reserved for a select few, but is available to all of us. The messages within this gospel challenge us to break free from the confines of established norms and embrace the idea that true enlightenment comes from within. It's truly remarkable to witness how these ancient spiritual teachings align so seamlessly with some of the most advanced and complex theories emerging from modern physics. Take quantum mechanics, for example, a branch of science that has revolutionized our understanding of the very fabric of reality. According to quantum theory, particles, the fundamental building blocks of the universe, can exist in multiple places at the same time, a phenomenon known as superposition. Moreover, the act of observing these particles actually influences their behavior, collapsing their possible states into one fixed outcome. This revelation challenges the very notion of a static, unchanging reality. Instead, it suggests that reality is fluid, adaptable, and intimately connected to our consciousness and perception. This concept resonates powerfully with the teachings found in the Gospel of Mary Magdalene, which emphasizes that our perception shapes our experience of the world. Just as quantum mechanics suggests that our observation can alter the state of reality, Mary's Gospel encourages us to recognize that the material world is not as solid or permanent as it may appear. The physical realm, as we perceive it, is subject to the influences of our thoughts, beliefs, and consciousness. This realization opens the door to a more expansive, dynamic understanding of existence, one where the boundaries between what is real and what is imagined are not as rigid as once believed. Both science and spirituality converge in suggesting that reality is far more malleable and interconnected than our senses initially reveal. Visionary scholars like physicist David Bohm have pushed the boundaries of scientific thought, proposing that the universe is not a collection of isolated, separate entities, but rather a vast, interconnected web of energy and information. According to Bohm's theory of the implicate order, everything in the universe is fundamentally connected, and what we perceive as distinct objects or beings is merely an illusion created by our limited perception. This concept challenges the traditional, mechanistic view of the universe and suggests that, beneath the surface of our experiences, there exists a deeper, unified reality where all things are intertwined in a cosmic dance of energy and consciousness. This profound insight aligns perfectly with the teachings found in the Gospel of Mary Magdalene. In the Gospel, Mary conveys a vision of spiritual interconnectedness, a reality where everything, every soul, every action, every thought, is intricately linked. The Gospel invites us to look beyond the superficial separations imposed by the material world and to recognize the unity that underpins all of existence. Both Boehm's scientific perspective and Mary's spiritual teachings point to the same fundamental truth, that the distinctions we perceive between ourselves and others, between matter and spirit, are illusory. They encourage us to explore the deeper truths that bind us together, transcending the illusion of separateness to embrace a more holistic, interconnected view of the universe. In both realms, we are urged to peer beneath the surface, to seek out the invisible threads that weave together the fabric of reality. The intersection of science and spirituality offers a fresh perspective, revealing that our understanding of reality is limited by our current knowledge. As we delve deeper into both realms, we uncover profound insights that challenge conventional wisdom. The Gospel of Mary encourages us to seek knowledge and understanding as a means of transcending the material illusions that confine us. Ultimately, this gospel teaches a profound truth. Consciousness is the key to unlocking the deepest mysteries of our existence. It's a bold message, one that suggests our awareness, the very way we perceive and engage with the world around us, shapes the entirety of our experience. This concept resonates powerfully with modern scientific explorations, particularly within the realm of quantum physics, where the role of the observer has been shown to directly influence the behavior of particles at the subatomic level. Pioneers like Erwin Schrödinger, a monumental figure in the development of quantum theory, even proposed that consciousness itself might be the fundamental force that underpins the entire universe. Schrödinger's groundbreaking work challenged the conventional materialist view of reality, suggesting that rather than matter being primary, it is consciousness that is the essential fabric from which everything arises. His ideas imply that the very act of observing or perceiving reality plays an integral role in shaping the nature of that reality. This aligns seamlessly with the teachings found in the Gospel of Mary Magdalene, which also stresses the power of perception. The Gospel suggests that our thoughts, beliefs, and awareness are not passive. They are active, creative forces that determine the reality we experience. Just as Schrödinger's theories propose that the observer is not separate from the observed, Mary's Gospel reinforces the idea that we are not merely passive participants in life, but active co-creators of our reality. By understanding this, we realize that we hold the power to transform our understanding of existence itself. Our consciousness is not just a byproduct of the universe, it is the key to its true nature, and through it, we have the capacity to unlock the deepest truths that transcend the material world. As we draw connections between these ancient teachings and contemporary scientific discoveries, we begin to see that the boundaries separating science and spirituality are starting to blur. This convergence reveals endless possibilities for understanding ourselves and the universe around us. The Gospel of Mary Magdalene invites us to embrace this journey of self-discovery and personal empowerment. The journey doesn't end here. Rather, it is just the beginning. The pursuit of knowledge and the exploration of our true selves is an ongoing process. As we engage with the teachings of the Gospel of Mary and the insights from modern science, we are reminded that the quest for understanding is a lifelong endeavor. The teachings encourage us to break free from the societal constructs that confine us, urging us to reclaim our power and discover the profound connections that unite us. By embracing this knowledge, we can transcend the fears and limitations imposed upon us, allowing for a deeper exploration of our consciousness. The truth is that the power to transform our reality begins within us. Though the material world may seem fixed and unchangeable, the deeper truth is that we have the capacity to rise above it. Understanding the profound interconnections among all things opens the door to limitless potential and invites us to unlock the secrets of the human mind. As we draw upon the wisdom of the past and the discoveries of the present, a new understanding of life begins to unfold. The message of the Gospel of Mary Magdalene resonates strongly in our quest for spiritual liberation, urging us to question the established norms and seek our own truths. The journey toward enlightenment is filled with opportunities for growth and self-discovery. By delving into these teachings, we can expand our consciousness and explore the mysteries of the universe with a newfound perspective. As you contemplate these ideas, consider how they may apply to your own life. The teachings of Mary Magdalene challenge us to look beyond the surface and recognize the vast potential that lies within. Each of us has the power to forge our own spiritual path, and by doing so, we contribute to the collective evolution of human consciousness. In conclusion, the Gospel of Mary Magdalene offers a revolutionary perspective on spirituality and existence. It invites us to reclaim our inner power, question established beliefs, and embark on a journey of self-discovery. As we continue to explore the connections between ancient wisdom and modern science, we uncover a profound truth. The universe is more intricate and interconnected than we could have ever imagined. Thank you for joining me on this exploration of the hidden knowledge within the Gospel of Mary Magdalene. If you found value in this discussion, consider supporting our community by subscribing and sharing your thoughts. Together, we can continue to uncover the mysteries of the universe and embrace the journey toward spiritual awakening. Until next time, keep questioning, keep exploring, and remember that the answers you seek lie within you.